Meanwhile, U.S. wholesale prices dropped unexpectedly last month for the first time in more than a year. The producer price index, which tracks inflation before it hits consumers, fell 0.5% from March to April, and that's despite President Trump's tariffs. I want to bring in ABC News business reporter Alexis Christoforous for more. Alexis, we keep hearing the tariffs are going to raise prices, so what do you make of these numbers?
We're not seeing it show up yet in the hard data, but you're right. This was an unexpected drop for inflation at the wholesale level, the price that businesses and manufacturers are paying for these goods. What it's telling us, though, is that companies are now absorbing the hit of higher tariffs, and they are, at least for now, holding off on passing that along to the consumer, especially when you consider, Diane, that consumers are pretty jittery right now. We got retail sales numbers out this morning. They were pretty disappointing. Sales barely budged last month after a big jump in March. And what that tells us is consumers were buying ahead of the tariff hit in March in anticipation of higher prices.
Alexis, Walmart CFO also says to expect price hikes from tariffs later this month. What do you make of that?
That's a big one because Walmart is the nation's largest retailer. It's considered a bellwether for retailers and consumers. And now even Walmart saying, look, even given our pricing power, we cannot absorb all the costs of these higher tariffs. They didn't say where we'll see the price hikes, but they said prices should start going up for consumers this month and during the summer. An example for you, bananas, one of the biggest sellers at Walmart. They recently raised prices to 54 cents a pound, up from 50 cents a pound. Small, but shows you that that those costs are being passed along to consumers.
All right, business reporter Alexis Christoforous, always great to have you break this down for us. Thank you.